Slope as a rate of change. One of the things that we need to keep in mind is that slope is not just rise over run. It is also a rate of change. It is the ratio of the vertical change to the horizontal change. So let's take a look at this example. The line graphs for the number of women and men living alone are shown in figure 2.42. Find the slope of the line segment for the women. Describe what this slope represents. So if we look at the line for the women, we notice that we have 2 points. The first point is 2000, 15.5, meaning that x is my 2000 and my y value is 15.5. In my second point is 2013 or 2013 and 18.6. When we look at slope and when we need to find slope, we always use the slope formula known as m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. One of the things that I always advise my students is to label their points. x1, y1, x2, y2. We label points from left to right because we read graphs left to right, just like we read books left to right. So now I'm going to substitute, and as I substitute, I'm going to cross out so that I do not repeat a value in the wrong place. My y2 is 18.6 minus my y1, which is 15.5, over my x2, which is 2013, minus x1, which is 2000. Move this over just a little bit so it's more centered. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the subtraction in the numerator, and I get 3.1, and then I do the subtraction of the denominator, which is 13. The last step is, in this particular problem, is to actually divide it. Normally, slope is written as an integer or a simplified fraction, whether it is proper or improper. However, because we are then trying to describe what the slope represents, and because this is a real-world example which contains a decimal inside of a fraction, it is better that we actually divide it. So once we divide 3.1 by 13, we get an approximation of 0.24. However, what does this actually mean? Well, if you paid attention, your y values tell you the number of living alone in the millions, versus your x values tell you your year. So what this is telling us is that there is approximately 0.24 million women per year that live alone.